shades on tough and I'm scoping. Look good enough to get her, I'm hoping. Boy, I know I'm high, cool out, cause I'm smoking. So girl, what you do for the outgrow? Boy, I wanna bust it wide, bust it wide, bust it wide.
Hi there. It's me, your girl Meada, right? And this is one of those moments, right? One of those very intricate moments where you sit there and you're like coming off of this lovely vacation and this nice business move I just made. And I'm kind of at a fork in the road, right? And in this fork specifically, I have the opportunity to make a secure move where I already know the money's in the bag. I know that that's going to happen. I know that's going to work. Or I can, bet on myself, put in the work, continue to be the underdog, and then what, right? Like, I don't actually know what's gonna come out of it. But it seems way more appealing. Whereas the secure thing, I know the stress is coming with it. I know the bull crap that goes along with that because I've already been there. I've done that already. And I'm just like, something in my being is just telling me to try something new, because the things that I typically go for, they're like fundamentally always the best option, right? Everybody says go for that because it's a secure thing, right? But that's boring. Like, there's nothing fun in knowing that something's going to work out. Like there's no thrill in that. It's just like, it's gonna work. You need to do it, right? But on the other hand, there's this unknown factor that's just so enticing and so alluring that I cannot keep my eye off of it and say yes to the secure. Like, I just cannot do it. Like, it's just reeling me in slowly but surely. And I'm just completely at a funk, in a sense, right? Because I know what I'm capable of. I know what I can do. I know what's best for me. Of course, it's right. But it's just something about the unknown that just makes me want to go for it without giving it a damn about what comes out of it, if anything does come out of it. And I'm just like, that looks appeasing. That looks like the type of meta that I used to, have conversations with when I was young and the world was open and there was very optimistic, prevalent things to do. In fact, that is where I see myself going towards. I don't see myself deciding that is for me going for the security anymore. Like, that just seems such a drab in itself. And I've been doing that shit for years. So it's like, yeah, maybe. But it's this thrill that comes with, self-evolution and deciding to try new things, to be better than what you've been before, and not always fall into the same generic ass mold that everybody else says you need to do, because that's the best, that's the only thing that they know, and that's what they settle for. So they're like, that's what you need to do. It's like, I don't see the appeal in that. But it's something about that unknown factor, that thrill, that has always enticed that part of me. And I'm actually kind of excited because this time around, I have decided that I might go for it, like, and say the hell with it. Because what else? I'm like, what are we all out here doing if we're not out here trying to live our best lives and our best versions of ourselves at the same time? And that does not require a validation from anyone else other than you. That's what makes us human. That's what makes us an actual living embodiment of an experience, as opposed to just falling into this fucking chain links that's inadvertently just depressing. Like, it's sad. Like, but we all end up doing it in some way, form, or fashion without us even recognizing it, because we program ourselves without even realizing. So accepting the mediocre bullshit that everybody else around you will participate into your own mind. But there's nothing been mediocre about me since the since the dawn of me. Like it's just. So I think I'm gonna bet on myself this time around. And I advise anybody out there going through that same fork and that same pedestal, that version of self evolution that we all inevitably have to go through, if you choose to. Because don't get me wrong, there's some people out there that's still deciding to bet on that secure thing, knowing full damn well that shit makes them miserable. That makes them judgmental. It snuffs out their light because they're just falling into the mold that someone else had cut out for them, and before them, and so on and so forth. Where I say break that shit. I say take that whole damn thing, wrap it up in a plastic bag, and throw it in the trash. Because that's what you're doing to yourself every time you decide to settle for that bullshit, right? Isn't that what you're doing? Like, isn't that what you... I'm going to be better. A better version of tomorrow. And a better version of myself from yesteryears. Because that's what evolution requires of us. And sometimes we have to kill away the things that are not necessary and the shit that does not serve us to be the better version that we want to be. You have to get rid of that shit. You have to let it go. And I'm enjoying that journey. And I think if you are also going through that as well, like, that you are resonating with what I'm saying to you. Because there's too many people and too many beings out there that are just, they're zombies. They're carbon copies of everything that someone else is, and there's nothing about them at all that resonates for them. That's not fun. That's not fun at all. But I challenge you, as I'm challenging myself at this very same moment, to try something different. And not just different in the sense of like radical, because, don't get me wrong, there's different ways to be different. But challenge yourself to excel past your previous goals and want more than just what everyone else says you need to settle for. And what everybody else thinks is best for you. Because how could they ever know what's best for you? They aren't you. It's impossible. It makes no sense. But that's what I'm doing, right? I'm doing what's best for me because it suits me. And I challenge you to do the same, because tomorrow is not guaranteed to anybody. And continuing that same damaging psychological cage that we put ourselves in at times when we feel like, oh my God, I don't want to try, or I don't want to thrive, I don't want to be anything that will challenge myself. That's what you're doing. You're locking yourself in your own mental, emotional, and psychological cage. So, take that key and open the door. Don't allow yourself to be your own gatekeeper. You be better for you. And that's just, one of my many meta moments that I've been having since I came off this goddamn vacation. Because even I need to go on a vacation sometimes. Like, I didn't even feel like I deserved a vacation until I just came. Like, I'm like just off of it right now. And I'm elated that even though I have something secure, I'm going to go for the fucking wild card. Like, because I did the security thing all this time. Like, I felt that was what I was supposed to be doing, but that's not fun. It's not fun at all. And anybody knows me, I'm a goddamn walking party. So, in this conclusion of the specific meta moment, I open this challenge to you people watching and those out there who are also on their self-evolution journey. And I tell you guys that it's going to be fun. It's going to be hard. I ain't say it was going to be easy. That'd be a goddamn lie. But when you get over that hill and over that mountain, you're going to realize it was so worth it. I don't know why I didn't do this sooner. I don't know why I stopped giving a fuck years ago. Because it didn't seem logical. But trust me, you're gonna reap the benefits of it, and you're going to enjoy it so much more than those who are stuck in that same box and that same trap mindset. I kid you not. And this is a meta moment, and I'm over and out.
Stunner shades on tough and I'm scoping. Look good enough to get her, I'm hoping. Boy, I know I'm high, cool out, cause I'm smoking. So girl, what would you do for the outgrow? Boy, I wanna